Tim, you're on the Michael Berry Show.
Hey, Michael, it's good talking to you.
Yes, sir.
And Michael, I just want to tell you, you're giving every day. Every day you're on the radio, and every time you talk to people, every time we get a chance to listen, you're giving back, and I really appreciate that. I would just like to add one quick thing. In contacting our senators and congressmen, and this could go for the state level to the U.S. Congress. Up until recently, I was kind of frustrated when I would hear something, and I would maybe be at work or be on the road, and I'd say, boy, I got to write to that congressman. I got to send him an email. I got to do something here. And a lot of times I ended up just not doing it. I got home and it got busy. What I've done in the last few days is I've put phone numbers as my contacts on my cell phone for John Boehner, whom I've already called twice, as well as Cornyn Hutchinson and Culberson, who's my representative. And I'm going to do the same thing for Jim Murphy and others. And when January 11th takes place, as well as be down there. But the simple thing for people to do is to go right ahead, put them on your contact, and when you hear something, just give them a call. And these people talk to their senators. That's their job.
Tim, you are officially the call of the year.
Thanks,
it's
sir.
a young year. But are you by any chance in sales?
I'd say again?
Are you in sales by any chance?
No, sir, I'm not. Engineering.
Oh, well, that's a very organized thing to do. One of the things I learned, Tim makes a great point. One of the things I've learned in terms of, we talk about time management, a salesman taught me this, is if you keep your list of things that you have to do and you work that forward. In other words, I know I've got to call Walter Zivley and thank him for letting me use his condo in Aspen for the last month. And I want to catch him up to speed on all the wonderful things we did while we were there. So I put that on the list. I don't have time to do it right now. It's on my list right now. I may do that when I'm driving home. I may do it when I'm driving to work tomorrow. I may do it when I have a break in some action. I may do it because somebody shows up late for a meeting. But what happens is, when I'm driving home, I can't remember, I'm behind on all these other things I need to do. When I'm driving to work, I don't think to myself, okay, what is something that I've been putting off that I need to get done now? And especially if that thing you need to do is something that requires looking up a phone number. Tim's point, when you're calling Boehner, the new Speaker of the House, or you're calling your senators, or you're calling your congressman, or you're calling your state rep, his is Jim Murphy, good guy. You're not going to, while you're driving, when you have a thought, hey, I need to support him on that, or hey, I need to tell him how to vote on that. You're not at that moment going to know the phone number, so you're not going to do it, which means you're going to get home, you're going to get busy, and you're never going to do it. And years go by, and you weren't a citizen who had input in the process. So that's pretty smart. So why don't we all do that? Put the phone numbers of your state rep, your congressman, your United States senators, the Speaker of the House, and pick somebody else. Or maybe just do one of those to get started. And make it your business to call. You'll be surprised how quickly the staffers will remember your name. You'll be surprised. You think to yourself, there's over 500,000 people in a congressional district. You'll be surprised if you call a couple times a week with thoughtful opinions. You get in, you get out. You'll be surprised how quickly you will become a person of influence in that congressional district. I know. I saw it at City Hall. I saw the people who came consistently, who had opinion. Tom Bazan, great example, B-A-Z-A-N. He's on my Facebook page. He's one of these guys. He's an appraiser, I think. But he makes it his business to study up on bond offerings, debt offerings, city finances. And he, maybe an hour a day, he looks over city finances. He reads articles. He watches the trends. He looks at what's going on. So when he comes down and speaks before city council, he knows more than most people because he knows how much debt the city's in, how much money the city, what the tax rates are. When Tom Bazan would call my city council office, that wasn't just any caller. All callers were treated like, good, honest, decent citizens. But Tom Bazan shoots to the top because he's informed, he's engaged. He'll be there tomorrow. You're going to show up at a candidate forum. He's going to be there. He's writing letters to the editor. That people that matter are talking to him. Editors, precinct chairman. You can quickly become, you'll be surprised, a person of influence and increase your sphere of influence with little steps just like that. Great call, Tim.